My beloved child, if you have come across this message today, know that it is not by accident. There is a reason your eyes are reading these words at this exact moment. I have guided you here because there is something you need to hear, something that cannot wait any longer. Before we begin, take a moment and type "I am listening" in the comments. This is your declaration that your heart is open and ready to receive the message prepared for you today. Now listen carefully. My child, I have been trying to get your attention. I have spoken through circumstances. I have spoken through people. I have spoken through the quiet moments when you felt alone and wondered what was next. Yet many times, the noise of the world has been louder than my voice. If you believe God brought you here for a reason, type "Amen" in the comments. Today, I am asking you to slow down. There is a warning I need you to understand. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. You have been worrying about tomorrow while forgetting that I am already there. You have been trying to solve every problem with your own strength, and in doing so, you have exhausted your spirit. I see your sleepless nights. I see the tears you hide from others. I see the questions you ask when no one else is around. And I want you to know something important. This hour, I have not abandoned you. The challenges surrounding you right now are not proof that I have left your side. They are opportunities for your faith to grow stronger than your fear. Many people are making decisions based on panic. Many are allowing anxiety to control their actions. But I am calling you to be different. Do not rush into decisions simply because others are rushing. Do not follow every voice that claims to know the way. Do not place your trust in things that can disappear overnight. Instead, place your trust in me. There is a path before you that looks attractive on the surface, but it is not the direction I have prepared for your future. This is why I am cautioning you today. Not everything that looks good is good for you. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not every open door is meant to be entered. Discernment is necessary. Ask me before making your next move. Seek my wisdom before taking that step. Pray before speaking. Think before reacting. Listen before deciding. The enemy wants you distracted. The enemy wants you distracted. The enemy wants you emotionally exhausted. The enemy wants you making choices based on fear instead of faith. But you are not called to live that way. You are called to walk in confidence. You are called to walk in wisdom. You are called to walk in purpose. My child, there are people around you who do not fully understand what I am doing in your life. Some have doubted you. Some have criticized you. Some have walked away because they could not see the vision I placed inside your heart. Do not let their opinions become your limitations. I know the plans I have for you. I know the doors that will open. I know the blessings that are being prepared even now. If you're trusting God with a difficult situation right now, comment "I trust you, God." What seems delayed is not denied. What seems hidden is not forgotten. What seems impossible is still within my power. I need you to remember this during the difficult days ahead. The storm may appear strong, but it is temporary. The disappointment may feel painful, but it is temporary. The confusion may seem overwhelming, but it is temporary. My promises are greater than your current circumstances. There are lessons being developed within you, right now that could not be learned any other way. Patience is being formed. Character is being strengthened. Faith is being deepened. And one day you will look back and realize that what you thought was breaking you was actually building you. So today, release your fears, release your doubts, release your need to control every outcome. Trust me with what you cannot understand. Trust me with what you cannot see. Trust me with what feels uncertain, because I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet imagine. My child, I know there have been moments when you questioned whether your prayers were being heard. You prayed and waited. You believed and waited. You trusted and waited. And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, you began to wonder if anything was changing at all. But I want you to understand something that many people fail to realize. Pray so for your discouragement with me if you refuse to give up today. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. A seed beneath the soil appears inactive long before it breaks through the ground. Yet beneath the surface, growth is already taking place. The same is true for your life. While you have been worrying, I have been working. While you have been waiting, I have been arranging circumstances. While you have been questioning, I have been preparing answers. Nothing about your situation has escaped my attention. Every detail matters to me. Every tear matters to me. Every prayer matters to me. And every act of faith you have demonstrated, even in your weakest moments, has been seen. There are times when my greatest blessings arrive disguised as delays. Had certain doors opened when you wanted them to, they would have led you into situations that would have distracted you from your purpose. Had certain relationships remained in your life, they would have prevented your growth. Had certain opportunities succeeded immediately, you might have relied on them instead of relying on me. This is why you must trust my timing. My timing is not punishment. My timing is protection. My timing is preparation. My timing is wisdom. You often see only the present moment. I see the beginning and the end. I see what is ahead of you. If this message speaks directly to your heart, comment this message is4me. I see the challenges you cannot yet see. I see the victories waiting for you beyond those challenges. That is why I ask you not to judge your life based on what you currently understand. There is more happening than you realize. Many of you listening today have been carrying disappointment. You expected things to turn out differently. You expected certain people to stay. You expected promises to be fulfilled sooner. You expected your efforts to produce immediate results. When those expectations were not met, discouragement entered your heart. Listen carefully. Do not allow temporary disappointment to convince you that your future is hopeless. One difficult season does not define your destiny. One setback does not determine your outcome. One failure does not cancel my plans for your life. Your life, the story is not finished. The chapter you are living right now is not the final chapter. There is more ahead. There is restoration ahead. There is healing ahead. There is growth ahead. There are blessings ahead. There are breakthroughs ahead. But you must keep moving forward. Do not stop now. Do not give up now. Do not abandon your faith now. You are closer than you think. The enemy wants you to quit right before your breakthrough arrives. The enemy wants you to become discouraged right before circumstances begin to change. The enemy wants you to focus on what is wrong instead of remembering what is possible. But I am calling you to lift your eyes higher. Stop measuring your future by your current limitations. Your circumstances are temporary. My power is eternal. Your resources may be limited. My resources are unlimited. Your understanding may be incomplete. My wisdom is perfect. Declare your faith by typing "my breakthrough." I ask, there is a reason I continue reminding you not to be afraid. Fear clouds judgment. Fear weakens confidence. Fear steals peace. Fear causes people to abandon opportunities that were meant for them. Fear convinces people to settle for less than they were created for. Do not let fear become your guide. Let faith lead you. Faith does not mean ignoring reality. Faith means trusting me even when reality looks difficult. Faith means moving forward despite uncertainty. Faith means believing that I can create a way where none appears to exist. Remember the times I have already brought you through challenges. Remember the situations you thought would destroy you. Remember the moments when you believed there was no solution. Yet here you are. You survived. You overcame. You continued. The same God who carried you through those situations is still with you today. I have not changed. My promises have not changed. My love for you has not changed. You may have changed. Your circumstances may have changed. The world around you may have changed. But I remain faithful. My child, there is another warning I need you to hear. Guard your thoughts. Many battles are won or lost in the mind before they ever appear in reality. Be careful what you allow to occupy your attention. Not every thought deserves your agreement. Not every fear deserves your focus. Not every negative prediction deserves your belief. Some of the things that worry you will never happen. Some of the scenarios you replay in your mind will never become reality. Yet they steal your peace as if they already have. Do not surrender your peace to imaginary battles. When anxious thoughts arise, bring them before me. When fear attempts to overwhelm you, bring it before me. When doubt begins whispering lies, bring it before me. If you're ready for a new season in your life, comment "I am ready." I am stronger than your fears. I am greater than your worries. I am bigger than every obstacle standing before you. You were never meant to fight these battles alone. There are also people listening right now who have become tired of being strong. You have been the one others depend upon. You have carried responsibilities for your family. You have carried responsibilities for your workplace. You have carried responsibilities for people who rarely recognize your sacrifices. And you are exhausted. I see that exhaustion. I understand that burden. But remember this, even strong people need rest. Even faithful people need encouragement. Even courageous people need support. Come to me with your weariness. Come to me with your frustration. Come to me with your questions. You do not have to pretend that everything is fine. You do not have to hide your struggles from me. I already know them. And I love you completely. My child, a new season is approaching. You may not fully recognize it yet, but changes are taking place. The lessons of your previous season are creating the foundation for what comes next. The patience you developed was not wasted. The tears you cried were not wasted. The prayers you prayed were not wasted. The waiting was not wasted. Everything has been preparing you for what is ahead. Soon, you will begin to notice opportunities that previously were not available. Soon, you will begin to see connections being formed. Soon, you will begin to recognize answers appearing in unexpected ways. Remain attentive. Remain humble. Remain grateful. Do not allow success to make you forget the journey that brought you there. And do not allow temporary challenges to make you forget who walks beside you. I am with you in the valley. I am with you on the mountain. I am with you during uncertainty. I am with you during victory. There is nowhere you can go where my presence cannot reach you. When you feel alone, I am there. When you feel forgotten, I am there. When you feel uncertain, I am there. When you feel afraid, I am there. This truth has not changed and never will. So today, choose trust over worry. Choose faith over fear. Choose hope over despair. Choose gratitude over complaint. Choose perseverance over surrender. You may not know exactly how everything will work out. You do not need to. You only need to take the next step in faith. One step at a time. One prayer at a time. One day at a time. And as you continue moving forward, you will discover that I have been guiding you all along. Now hear this carefully. The caution I gave you at the beginning of this message remains important. Do not overlook the small signs. Do not ignore the gentle nudges in your spirit. Do not dismiss the wisdom that comes through prayer. Pay attention to what I am revealing. Type God's timing is perfect. If you're learning to be patient, pay attention to the opportunities that bring peace rather than confusion. Pay attention to the relationships that encourage growth rather than destruction. Pay attention to the decisions that align with wisdom rather than impulse. The future before you is valuable. Protect it. The purpose within you is valuable. Protect it. The peace I have placed within you is valuable. Protect it. And remember, no matter what challenges arise, you are not facing them alone. I am walking beside you every step of the way. My child, before you continue, I need you to pause for a moment and truly receive what I am about to tell you. Vidifna for your prayer and embedesi. This message is not reaching you by chance. It only weighs you down. Forgiveness does not mean approving what happened. Forgiveness means refusing to allow the past to control your future. Do not carry yesterday's wounds into tomorrow's opportunities. Do not allow old pain to poison new possibilities. You deserve freedom. You deserve peace. You deserve healing. And healing begins when you stop feeding the hurt and start embracing hope. There is so much ahead of you, so much growth, so much learning, so much opportunity, so much purpose. The chapter you are entering requires faith. The chapter you are entering requires courage. The chapter you are entering requires trust. Do not enter it carrying unnecessary baggage. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with expectation. Walk forward knowing that you are not alone. My child, remember this whenever doubt appears. You have survived difficult seasons before. You have overcome obstacles before. You have faced uncertainty before. And each time you made it through. Not because you were perfect, not because you had all the answers, but because I was with you. The same truth remains today. I am with you now. I will be with you tomorrow. I will be with you next week. I will be with you next year. My presence is not temporary. My faithfulness is not temporary. My love is not temporary. When the world changes, I remain. When circumstances change, I remain. When people change, I remain. Build your confidence on that truth. If you believe God brought you here for a reason, type Amen in the comments. Let it become the foundation beneath your feet. Let it become the anchor for your soul. Let it become the source of your peace. Because storms may come, challenges may come, unexpected situations may come. But you do not have to face them alone. And now, before this message concludes, I want you to hear this one final reminder. The warning I gave you was not meant to create fear. It was meant to create awareness. Pay attention, listen carefully, remain alert. There are opportunities approaching that require wisdom. There are decisions approaching that require discernment. There are relationships approaching that require understanding. Do not rush, do not force, do not panic. Move with wisdom, move with prayer, move with faith. What is meant for you will not require you to abandon your values. What is meant for you will not require you to sacrifice your peace. What is meant for you will align with purpose rather than confusion. Trust what I am showing you. Trust what I am teaching you. Trust where I am leading you. The path may not always be easy. If you're trusting God with a difficult situation right now, comment I trust YOGOD. But it will be worth it. The journey may not always be comfortable, but it will be meaningful. The process may not always be quick, but it will be valuable. You are being prepared for more. More wisdom, more strength, more peace, more purpose, more impact, more growth. And when the right moment arrives, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will understand why the lessons were necessary. Type God IS with ME. If you refuse to give up today, you will understand why the challenges were necessary. Until that day, keep your faith strong. Keep your heart open. keep your eyes focused forward. And remember, you are loved, you are seen, you are valued, you are guided, you are protected, you are stronger than you think, you are closer than you realize, and your story is far from over. If this message speaks directly to your heart, comment this message is for me. My child, there is something else I need you to understand today. Many of the answers you are searching for will not come through rushing. They will come through stillness. The world teaches you to move faster. The world teaches you to do more. The world teaches you to chase, compete, and constantly prove yourself. But I am teaching you something different. I am teaching you to listen. I am teaching you to observe. I am teaching you to trust. Because some of the most important moments in your life will not arrive with loud announcements. They will arrive quietly. A conversation. An unexpected opportunity. A simple decision. A door that appears ordinary at first glance. This is why I am asking you not to overlook what seems small. Many people miss great blessings because they are looking only for dramatic signs. They expect thunder when I often speak through whispers. They expect instant transformation when I am creating lasting change. Pay attention. There are details around you right now that matter more than you realize. There are lessons hidden inside your current situation. There are opportunities hidden inside your challenges. There is wisdom hidden inside your waiting. Declare your faith by typing "My breakthrough is coming." Nothing is wasted. Not a single experience. Not a single struggle. Not a single lesson. Everything can be used for your growth. Everything can be used for your purpose. Everything can be used to strengthen your faith. My child, I know there are times when you feel behind. You look at your goals and wonder why they have not happened yet. You look at your dreams and wonder why they seem distant. You look at your circumstances and wonder if you missed your opportunity. Listen carefully. You are not behind. You are being prepared. There is a difference. Preparation often feels like delay. Growth often feels uncomfortable. Transformation often feels slow. But slow does not mean unsuccessful. Quiet does not mean forgotten. Waiting does not mean abandoned. Remember that. Many of the strongest trees spend years developing roots before anyone notices their growth. The deeper the roots, the stronger the foundation. The stronger the foundation, the greater the future growth. The same principle applies to your life. What I am building within you today is preparing you for what I will place before you tomorrow. That preparation matters. Do not despise it. Do not rush past it. Do not underestimate it. My child, there is someone listening right now who has been carrying guilt. You keep replaying past mistakes. If you're ready for a new season in your life, comment "I am ready." You keep reliving old failures. You keep allowing yesterday to influence today's decisions. But hear me clearly. You cannot move forward while constantly looking backward. Learn from the past, but do not live there. Growth requires movement. Healing requires movement. Purpose requires movement. Forgive yourself. Release what cannot be changed. Accept the lessons, embrace the growth, and continue moving forward. You are not defined by your worst moment. You are not defined by your biggest mistake. You are not defined by the opinions of others. You are defined by the purpose I placed within you. That purpose still exists. That purpose still matters. That purpose is still waiting to be fulfilled. My child, another warning must be understood. Be careful who influences your thinking. Type God's timing is perfect if you're learning to be patient. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Not everyone deserves influence over your decisions. Some people speak from wisdom, others speak from fear. Some people encourage growth, others encourage limitation. Some people help you move forward, others keep you trapped in doubt. Discern the difference. Choose carefully whose voice you follow. A negative voice repeated often enough can become a prison. A wise voice repeated often enough can become a guide. Protect your thoughts. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. You have important work ahead of you. Do not allow unnecessary distractions to consume your energy. My child, there are blessings coming that require maturity. There are opportunities coming that require discipline. There are responsibilities coming that require wisdom. That is one reason this season has been necessary. I am not only preparing blessings for you, I am preparing you for the blessings. Many people ask for more while neglecting the growth needed to manage more. But you are being shaped for what is ahead. You are learning patience. You are learning perseverance. You are learning gratitude. You are learning wisdom. These lessons will serve you well in the future. One day, you will recognize that what felt difficult was actually preparation. One day, you will understand why certain experiences were necessary. One day, what seems confusing now will become clear. Until then, remain faithful, remain teachable, remain hopeful. If you're praying for a miracle, leave a sons in the comments. My child, there is another truth I want you to remember. You do not need to have every answer today. You do not need to know every step of the journey. You do not need to understand every detail. Sometimes the next step is enough. Take the next step, then the next, then the next. Progress is built one decision at a time, one act of faith at a time, one day at a time. Stop overwhelming yourself by trying to solve everything at once. Focus on what can be done today. Focus on what can be improved today. Focus on what can be trusted today. That is enough. And as you continue, clarity will come. Direction will come. Understanding will come. My child, I need you to hear this carefully. There are people praying for the strength you already possess. There are people hoping for the opportunities you already have. There are people wishing for the blessings you overlook daily. Do not allow familiarity to make you ungrateful. Appreciate what you have. Celebrate small victories. Recognize daily blessings. A grateful heart sees opportunities that a complaining heart misses. A grateful heart finds peace in difficult seasons. A grateful heart remains hopeful even during uncertainty. Choose gratitude, not because everything is perfect, but because there is always something worth appreciating. My child, the days ahead will require courage. Not fear, not panic, not doubt. Courage. Courage to trust. Courage to believe. Courage to move forward. Courage to keep going when results are not immediate. Courage to stay faithful when circumstances are unclear. You possess that courage. You may not feel strong every day, but strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is continuing despite struggle. Strength is choosing faith despite uncertainty. Comment I choose faith over fear if you're standing strong today. Strength is moving forward despite fear. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you think, more prepared than you think. And there is something approaching that will test whether you truly believe the lessons you have learned. That moment is closer than you realize. When it arrives, remember this message. Remember what I have taught you. Remember what you have overcome. Remember how far you have already come. Because what happens next may determine the direction of the season ahead. So stay alert, stay faithful, stay focused, and most importantly, stay close to me. Because in the next part of this message, I will reveal the sign that many people overlook right before their breakthrough begins. My child, as promised, I want to reveal something that many people overlook right before a significant change begins in their lives. Most people expect a breakthrough to announce itself. They expect instant results. They expect dramatic changes. They expect every obstacle to disappear overnight. But often, that is not how transformation begins. In many cases, the first sign of a breakthrough is not what happens around you. It is what begins happening within you. Pay close attention to this. Before circumstances change, your perspective changes. Before opportunities appear, your thinking changes. Before doors open, your faith grows stronger. Before new blessings arrive, old fears begin losing their power over you. This is a sign, a very important sign. You start responding differently to situations that once controlled your emotions. You start finding peace where you once found anxiety. You start seeing possibilities where you once saw obstacles. You start trusting more and worrying less. Many people miss this because they are only watching their circumstances. But real transformation begins inside first. What happens internally eventually influences what happens externally. That is why I have been working on your heart. That is why I have been teaching you patience. That is why I have been strengthening your faith. That is why I have been helping you develop wisdom. These changes matter more than you realize. My child, there is another sign that often appears before a breakthrough. Certain things begin leaving your life. At first, this feels painful. Relationships change, habits change, priorities change, comfort zones disappear, some opportunities fade away, some people drift away, some plans no longer make sense. This can feel like loss. Before you continue watching, type "God has a plan for me" and believe it with all your heart. But sometimes what leaves your life is creating room for what is meant to enter. Not every departure is a punishment. Not every ending is a failure. Some endings are preparation. Some endings are protection. Some endings are necessary. Trust the process. Do not cling to things simply because they are familiar. Do not hold on to situations that are preventing growth. Do not remain where you have already outgrown the season. There are times when moving forward requires letting go. And although letting go can feel difficult, it often creates space for something better. My child, there is something else you must understand. The enemy often becomes most active when progress is near. This is why discouragement frequently increases right before breakthrough. This is why doubt often becomes louder right before clarity. This is why temptation often becomes stronger right before growth. Do not be surprised by resistance. Resistance does not always mean you are moving in the wrong direction. Sometimes resistance appears because you are moving in the right direction. Think about that. Every challenge does not indicate failure. Every obstacle does not indicate defeat. Every delay does not indicate rejection. Some battles are evidence that something valuable is worth fighting for. Do not give up simply because the journey became difficult. Many people quit one step before their opportunity appears. Many people surrender one moment before circumstances begin changing. Many people stop believing right before they receive confirmation. Do not make that mistake. Continue, persist, trust. If you believe God brought you here for a reason, type Amen in the comments. Remain faithful. My child, there is someone listening right now who feels exhausted from carrying responsibilities. You have been trying to handle everything yourself. You have been carrying burdens that are too heavy. You have been attempting to control outcomes that are beyond your control. And it is draining your energy. Hear me clearly. Not everything requires your effort. Some things require your trust. There is a difference. You cannot force every door open. You cannot control every person's choices. You cannot predict every outcome. You cannot solve every problem immediately. But you can trust. You can pray. You can remain faithful. You can continue moving forward. And sometimes that is enough. Release the pressure to control everything. You were never designed to carry that weight alone. If you're trusting God with a difficult situation right now, comment, "I trust, my child." There is a lesson hidden in your current season. Do not rush past it. Every season teaches something. Every challenge teaches something. Every experience teaches something. Ask yourself, what am I learning? How am I growing? What wisdom am I gaining? What strength am I developing? These questions matter because lessons ignored are often repeated. Growth embraced creates progress. Pay attention to what this season is teaching you. The knowledge you gain today may become the key that unlocks tomorrow's opportunities. My child, I also want to speak about confidence. Many people misunderstand confidence. True confidence is not arrogance. True confidence is not pretending to have all the answers. True confidence is trusting that you can handle whatever comes next, because you are not facing it alone. Confidence grows when you remember what you have already overcome. Think about your journey. Think about challenges you survived. Think about fears you conquered. Think about obstacles you overcame. You have already come farther than you realize. Do not forget that. The same strength that carried you through those moments still exists within you. The same faith that sustained you then can sustain you now. The same resilience that helped you before can help you again. Believe in the progress you have made. Believe in the growth that has occurred. Believe in the purpose that remains ahead. My child, there is something important I need you to guard against. Impatience. Impatience causes people to abandon good plans. Impatience causes people to make emotional decisions. Impatience causes people to settle for less than they deserve. Do not let impatience become your guide. Some things take time because they are valuable. Some things develop slowly because they are meant to last. Some blessings arrive gradually because preparation is necessary. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust the journey. The right opportunity does not need to be forced. The right path does not need to be rushed. The right season arrives at the right moment. Continue preparing while you wait. Continue growing while you wait. Type God IS with ME if you refuse to give up today. Continue believing while you wait. Your waiting is not wasted. My child, there is another group of people listening right now. You have stopped dreaming, not because you wanted to, but because disappointment convinced you that dreaming was dangerous. You hoped before, you believed before, you trusted before, and things did not happen the way you expected. So you built walls around your expectations. You lowered your hopes. You settled for less. You convinced yourself that disappointment was easier than believing. But I am asking you to dream again. Believe again. Hope again, not blindly, not recklessly, but faithfully. Your future is not limited by your previous disappointments. Your possibilities are not limited by past outcomes. Do not allow yesterday's pain to define tomorrow's opportunities. There is still more available to you. There is still growth ahead. There is still purpose ahead. There is still potential ahead. Do not close your heart to what is possible. My child, before we continue, I want you to reflect on something. Look back at where you were 1 year ago. Think about your mindset. Think about your circumstances. Think about your challenges. Think about your growth. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be. Progress has occurred. Lessons have been learned. Strength has been developed. If this message speaks directly to your heart, comment the HIS message IS4ME. Wisdom has increased. Celebrate that progress. Acknowledge that growth. Give yourself permission to recognize how far you have come. Too many people focus only on the distance remaining. Very few appreciate the distance already traveled. Both matter. My child, the next season of your life will require clarity. And clarity often comes through focus. Remove unnecessary distractions. Reduce unnecessary noise. Pay attention to what truly matters. Not every opportunity deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every distraction deserves your time. Focus on purpose. Focus on growth. Focus on faith. Focus on what aligns with the direction I am leading you. The more focused you become, the more clearly you will recognize opportunities when they appear. And there is one more thing I need you to remember. The sign you have been seeking may already be in front of you. Not in the form you expected, not in the way you imagined, but it is there. A lesson, a conversation, a realization, a new perspective, a growing sense of peace. Pay attention. Declare your faith by typing "My breakthrough FE," because what you recognize next could change the direction of your journey. Before you continue watching, type "God has a plan for me" and believe it with all your heart.